going to talk you about a topic that is really interesting for us, and it is adolescent suicide. So first of all, you have to know some facts that we found about this topic, and the first is that suicide is the second leading cause of death in adolescents around the world, and also that a really big percent of the adolescents who commit suicide are gay and lesbian adolescents, and that the teen years are an anxious and unsettling period, while boys and girls are facing the difficulties of a transition into the adulthood.
My name is Marlon Bravo, and as my classmate mentioned before, we're talking about adolescent suicide. Adolescent suicide is a topic that really is standing, or it's really important to all of us, probably to adults, to children, adolescents who need to know that they're not alone. But right now we're going to talk about the causes that take the teenagers to make these decisions or to decide whether this is their best option. First of all, we need to clear that it's never the best option. You need to worry about your life. But some of the causes can be divorces. As we know, around 50% of the marriages right now are getting a divorce. But probably the parents don't think or don't take in part what this can cause to their children. Having a divorce makes an emotional impact in each one of the teenagers in their families. Probably parents only talk about or worry about their children, about little kids, but they don't know that in adolescence this can cause even a greater impact, because this causes emotional instability, abuse. When I mean about abuse, there are several types of abuse. One of them can be sexual abuse. Sexual abuse can be one of the most critical ones, because often teenagers don't talk about this, or they don't tell anybody that they're being abused, because probably the abuser is causing them to have fear, or it's telling them that if they tell something, they're gonna get even, or the consequences are gonna get even worse. Another one could be abuse of authority. Probably they don't get it, or parents don't know that someone with greater authority over their children is abusing them. Sometimes it can be teachers, or in school, probably someone of a higher grade who thinks they have authority to make or to cause this type of abuse to a teenager. Another one could be psychological. Probably it can be of great impact, because a physical abuse, it can be detected, but a psychological abuse such as bullying can't be detected, because often, as I said before, teenagers don't talk about it. Now, another fact that can make teenagers take this decision is substance abuse. Why? Because probably this is all connected. When emotional instability it starts to work out, they start looking for a method to forget about it, or to probably don't think on the things that are happening on their environment. So they start using alcohol, drugs, and these types of substances usually are depressants, who make the emotions of the teenager worse of what they were having. Now, this substance abuse can also make them take bad decisions. Often when they are under the effects of a substance, such as drugs and alcohol, most teenagers take this decision of taking their lives. I have to mention that women or girls are in more danger of committing suicide, but men or teenagers or children, men have a more effective way to do it. Why? Because when men tend to suicide, they decide to use lethal methods, or more lethal methods that take them to a more effective way to suicide. It's not a good thing to say, but probably it's something that you didn't know.
So now that Marlon talked you about the causes that may motivate adolescents to commit suicide, we are going to talk about the warning signs that adolescents show to us, and many times we can notice them. First, they may change in personality and also in their behavior. From one time to another, they can be sad and happy at the same time. And also, they change their way of dressing, and they may be a part of from their family and their friends. Also, they start to use drugs and alcohol to feel better or to don't feel pain. We can also found that they change their sleep patterns and also their eating patterns. They lose weight or they gain weight. Also, they change their way of doing their activities. Um, if we can notice those warning signs, what should we do? To answer that, we found these ways to help them. First, adolescent who has the idea in mind to commit suicide and needs someone to care about them and to support them and has like the time to talk and share with them. We can take them to a psychologist or just to talk to their friends so they can talk with that person and try to find the reason why they are in this situation. And in conclusion, adolescent suicide is really important for us because it can happen anywhere. Also here in Zamorano, in our university, it can happen any day, and we have to be prepared and try to avoid